so much for joining me today. I'm Colleen Klimczak. I'm an organizational and productivity coach and a certified professional organizer. I own Peace of Mind Professional Organizing, LLC. Since 2003, I've been helping my clients live better lives through organizing and organizational and productivity coaching. I support my clients and my community with coaching, in-person and virtual organizing, my weekly podcast called Your Organized Life with Colleen Klimczak, a free weekly virtual productivity session called Finish Line Friday, a free weekly email newsletter, and regular content on Facebook and Instagram. I also offer presentations and professional development to groups and companies. And coming soon, I will be launching a membership circle to support my community with even more coaching and productivity content. Want to finish strong with me this week? Join me for Finish Line Friday every Friday morning at 9 a.m. Central for a 2-hour productivity session. For the link, drop me an email at colleen@peaceofmindpo.com or follow the Zoom room link in my Instagram or Facebook pages. Welcome to episode 83 of Your Organized Life. It's good to be with you today. It's been odd. I've missed you, but you didn't even know it. Whenever I have to take a few weeks off from recording, and that was my fault, not anybody else's, it always feels like I haven't talked to people in a while because I've been away from recording. So it's good to be with you all. So this week I want to talk about how organizing is good for your health. And let me tell you why. I am presenting at Gilda's Club of Chicago this week. If you're not familiar with Gilda's Club, it is a nonprofit organization that supports individuals and families impacted by cancer. So a reader, friend, and regular Finish Line Friday participant who found me originally through a presentation I've given at Gilda's Club in the past, she and I were discussing how being organized helps us to get and stay healthy. I just think that's so empowering, knowing that we have the means to make our life better. So here we go. I don't want to scare any readers with a dramatic headline, so we are going to stick with that positive, being organized is good for your health. Unfortunately, the opposite is true, meaning clutter and disorganization can be bad for our health. So this week, in preparation for upcoming health and wellness events, I've been seeking statistics on the correlation between health and wellness and clutter and disorganization. And let me tell you, they are connected. I get asked this question often: which comes first? Health problems that lead to disorganization and clutter, or clutter and disorganization that lead to health problems? And truthfully, I do not know the answer. Or the answer is it depends, right, on a person-by-person basis, which isn't helpful. But more important than the answer to which comes first is to recognize that it's all related, and that clearing clutter and getting more organized can help us to feel better in lots of ways. So most of my articles are how-to, right? But this week, I also want to remind us all of the why. And we talk a lot about the why when we come into coaching and things as well. So why do we organize or clear clutter? Not just how. First, the bad news. The good is coming, I promise. Disorganization and clutter in our physical spaces can be dangerous to our health and well-being. Consider, did you know household clutter can harbor bugs, rodents, moisture, mold, and dust? I know, totally gross, but true. So being around these environmental hazards can make us all feel poorly, but especially if we have allergies or breathing issues. Did you also know clutter can make it dangerous to move around our homes and workspaces? Hazards might include narrowed pathways, teetering piles of stuff, and items left on the floor for us to trip over. A friend recently shared that a family member had tripped on items that were stacked near the stairs. I know growing up, there were always things stacked on the stairs to take upstairs with us when we went. Unfortunately, this family member hurt their hand quite badly, requiring medical attention. That is such an obvious example of how clutter can truly be bad for our health. Did you know, too, that there's a physical weight to clutter? Imagine overpacked purses, briefcases, backpacks, and luggage taking a toll on our shoulders, neck, and back. I worked with a client just last week who decided she really needed to pare down what she packed in her technology bag every time she took a trip because it was literally weighing 20 pounds. And that was just too much for her shoulders and her arms. Absolutely. Imagine, too, a cluttered car. Now imagine having to stomp on the brakes in that car to avoid an accident. Anything in a car that's not strapped down becomes a projectile in extreme braking or the event of an accident. There are physiological and also psychological effects of clutter and disorganization. Clutter and disorganization can exacerbate the symptoms of health challenges such as anxiety, bipolar disease, depression, diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure, to name just a few. Now, I hope I haven't freaked anybody out. I am starting with the big picture, but I promise you it is not a dark picture, because now that I've stated all of those things out loud, we're also going to talk about what we can do to remedy those different situations and make your home and your situation healthier by clearing clutter and getting organized. There is good news. Getting a handle on your clutter and disorganization can help improve your health and overall well-being in many ways. Imagine now with me clear countertops and healthy food on hand in your kitchen, helping you eat the way you feel you should for good health. There was a study from Cornell University that found that the more cluttered a person's kitchen counter is, the less likely they are to make healthy food choices. Individuals living in clean homes are generally healthier than their counterparts who live in clutter, and that's according to research conducted at Indiana University. Also, moving easily around your home if you can clear clutter and reduce risk of tripping or falling, and being greeted by comfortable and inviting space in your home reduces stress and improves mood and immunity. According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, depression can cause clutter, and clutter can cause people to feel tired and more depressed. Also, getting a better night's sleep in an uncluttered and peaceful bedroom. According to the National Sleep Foundation, people who make their beds daily are more likely to sleep well every night, and 71% of us sleep better in a clean, fresh-smelling bedroom. Also consider that we will feel better when we can consistently take our prescription medications because we can find them when we need them. We can get them refilled on time, and we can remember to take them because our time management and routines support those habits. As we decide to spend time on organizing and clearing clutter, let's remember all the benefits that we can reap. In addition, similar to what my Finish Line Friday participant and I were discussing last week, we do not want to wait to get organized until we're facing a health challenge. Surviving and even flourishing, even in tough times, is made easier and more likely if you are already organized. We can never know when emergencies or health challenges might arise, so it makes even more sense to be as organized as we can be ahead of time so that we're more ready to face those challenges when they inevitably arrive. If it's time to invest in yourself and explore coaching for organizing and productivity, I would love to hear from you. Drop me a line via email at colleen@peaceofmindpo.com or message me through any of my social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Thanks so much, and talk to you next week.